The Mizpah Creek incidents were a series of incidents that occurred from April 5, 1879 June 8, 1879, between United States soldiers and civilians, and 8 Northern Cheyennes, that resulted in the death of 1 U.S. soldier, and the capture of the 8 Cheyenne, 3 of whom committed suicide in prison at Miles City, Montana Territory. The incidents occurred near Mizpah Creek, a tributary of the Powder River in Montana Territory, in present-day southeastern Montana, United States. Background: during the Northern Cheyenne exodus in January 1879, Black Coyote, his wife Buffalo Calf Road Woman, the 2 small children, his brother-in-law Whetstone, Hole in the Breast, and other members of his family were part of Little Wolf's band of Northern Cheyenne who were traveling north to the Powder River country. Black Coyote stole some horses with U.S. Army brands, and one of the chiefs, named Black Crane, told him to return the horses for the safety of the group. Black Coyote opposed this, and when Black Crane raised his whip, Black Coyote shot and killed him. Because of this, he and his family, totaling 8 people, were banished from the tribe. The incidents on Saturday, April 5, 1879, in present-day Powder River, Augusta County, Montana, near the crossing at Mizpah Creek by the Fort Keogh-to-Deadwood telegraph line, Sergeant Kennedy of the U.S. Signal Corps and Private Leo Barder of Company E, 2nd U.S. Cavalry were repairing the line when Black Coyote's party found and attacked them. The warriors killed Private Barder, severely wounded Sergeant Kennedy, and captured the 2 men's horses. The wounded sergeant crawled into a bush and drove off the warriors with his revolver, but not before Black Coyote took Barder's carbine and watch. Kennedy was later rescued after a great loss of blood by 3 civilians traveling from Deadwood, South Dakota, including a Mr. O'Neill, who helped him about 45 miles northwest of Fort Keogh. After learning details of the event, on April 8, 1879, Colonel Nelson A. Miles, the commander of Fort Keogh, ordered out Sergeant Thaddeus B. Glover with a small detachment of 10 soldiers of the 2nd U.S. Cavalry to locate and arrest the warriors responsible. A small detachment from Fort Ellis consisting of men from Company D, 2nd Cavalry under Captain Thomas J. Gregor, also traveled in pursuit of the Lakota Band. On April 10, 1879, Glover's men caught up with the Cheyennes' trail and deployed to advance. 2 of the Cheyenne warriors signaled a white flag and willingly surrendered to Glover's detachment, before the remaining warrior fired on the cavalrymen. The soldiers then forced the 3 warriors surrender without taking any casualties, and captured the 5 women and children. Black Coyote had with him articles of clothing and the watch taken from the body of Private Barder on April 5. The 8 captured Cheyenne were then brought back to Fort Keogh. As the case was adjudged to be a civil one, the 3 warriors involved were housed in the Custer County Jail at Miles City. During their imprisonment, Buffalo Calf Road Woman, the wife of Black Coyote, died of diphtheria in Miles City. When Black Coyote learned of this, he became crazy and did not eat or sleep. From May 27 to June 4, 1879, their case was heard in the first territorial court held in Montana Territory east of Bozeman. Present as a reporter for the New York Times was Thompson R. McElrath, who on June 8, 1879 wrote a lengthy letter describing the trial. The verdict of June 4 was from the 3 warriors to be executed by hanging on July 7, 1879, but the next morning, June 5, 2 hanged themselves in the jail at Miles City, Montana Territory. Later, the 3rd Cheyenne also hanged himself in the jail. The action of April 10, 1879, as recalled by Sergeant T.B. Glover. We were then in the Little Bighorn Mountains. I advanced but a short distance, when I saw 2 Indians standing on a rock silhouetted against the background of the sky, signaling with the white flag. I advanced and accepted the surrender. Turning, I heard the sound of furious firing in the rear. The 2 Indians had been joined by others and treacherously opened an attack while my men were quietly leaning on their arms. Not an Indian got away. We captured them all, and under a strong guard I took them back to the post. They were tried and convicted of murder, but cheated the executioner, for Indian-like, they all hanged themselves in the jail at Miles City. Medal of Honor. 1 Congressional Medal of Honor was awarded for actions during the incident. It was for Sergeant Thaddeus B. Glover, Company B, 2nd United States Cavalry Regiment. Order of Battle. United States Army. Detachment at Mizpah Creek, April 5, 1879. Sergeant Kennedy, U.S. Signal Corps. Private Leo Barda, Company E, 2nd U.S. Cavalry Regiment. Detachment from Fort Ellis, April 1879. Soldiers of Company D, 2nd U.S. Cavalry Regiment. Captain Thomas J. Gregg. Detachment from Fort Keogh, April 7-10, 1879. 11 soldiers of Companies B and E, 2nd U.S. Cavalry Regiment. Sergeant Thaddeus Brown Glover. 3 Indian Scouts, Native Americans, Northern Cheyenne banished from Little Wolf's Band. 3 warriors, Black Coyote, Whetstone, and Hole in the Breast. 3 women, Buffalo Calf Road Woman. 2 children,